What's going on, everybody? CastleCrag back today with another Monster Hunter Wilds weapon overview. So this one's going to be the Heavy Bowgun. I know it's been out for almost a week, question mark, today, 13th, 7 days, yeah, it's been out for a week. I just haven't got to it yet. It's one that I care a little bit less about, and I started these weapon overviews a little bit late, so I started doing other videos that I had more input on, I guess, prior to this one. I think it's one more left for me to do thus far. There are 9 total released, and I've done, this will be my 8th one that I've done. Only one left is Insect Glaive after this. Heavy Bowgun. Much like the light bowgun before it, again, not a weapon I use a whole lot. I build the set usually once a game because typically heavy and light bowgun are just that good, where you can kind of AFK farm some stuff. Obviously, the world variation of Heavy Bowgun had that spread shield easy mode, just blast monsters with no repercussions, basically. It wasn't necessarily the optimal biggest damage build, but it was pretty darn close, pretty good, and pretty easy to build. And sometimes I just wanted to just not think and plot monsters with spread damage. So I did have that in World Iceborne, and then in Rise, Base Rise, I couldn't be bothered to farm Narwa any other way. She was too difficult to get to with, not really difficult, she was just annoying and took too long with melee weapons, while, you know, the light bowgun, just rapid fire pierce, 3 minutes done, quick and easy. So I did use the light bowgun a little bit there, a little bit more in Sunbreak on, I don't even remember what it was on, but something. No heavy bowgun at all that I can think of in Rise Sunbreak, so only in World Iceborne. Anyways, let's go ahead and just get to the reaction here. It's not going to be as much of a reaction, so we're just going to go straight into analysis for this one, because I've already watched this video. Most of you have already probably watched this video. You know, I take that back. I will just watch it through for those of you that maybe haven't watched the video yet. That way you don't get everything kind of the watch through ruined. So I'm going to play it right now. Before I do, leave a like below, share the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Wait till after you watch the entire thing, though, to comment, because even if I say something early on in the video, I may correct it later on, or, you know, miscorrect it later on. So wait till you hear my kind of the final bits of thought on certain things before responding to it halfway through watching, because I may correct myself later. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. All right, so first things first. Set looks good. I think it's the ingot set again, maybe. No, that's not the ingot set. That's just heavy set. I don't know. First thing of note: Heavy Bowgun has rapid fire now. I mentioned it in my light bowgun video, which should be out before this one. It's a weird change to me. I don't understand why they felt the need to do that. Obviously, with the light bowgun, they have added its own things to try and compensate for the fact that Heavy Bowgun now has its main draw. But I It's a bit of a head scratcher for me on this one, to be honest. I don't see why it needed it. Even if they decided that they wanted that amount of damage, they could have just done it with a single shot. Like, it seems so unnecessary. Unless it's there intentionally, because it's a pretty slow rapid fire. Unless it's there to intentionally make it harder to hit every shot, and they wanted it to potentially miss some of them so that the damage is a little bit lower. I could see that maybe. But otherwise, I'm a little bit at a loss for why they felt the need to put rapid fire on the heavy bowgun. It's just such a weird change to me. And of course, they made it faster on the light bowgun and added other things to compensate on the light bowgun. But still, I'm a little bit at a loss as to why that was the decision made, instead of just making it as more powerful single shots that balance with how powerful the light bowgun is. Curious, for sure. We got a Wyvern Heart. What is it? Not Wyvern Heart. What is it? Is it Wyvern Heart? I think it's Wyvern Heart, because it's Wyvern Sniper. Yeah, Wyvern Heart. So that's a normal thing. Just a Gatling gun. Feels fun to use. It looked like a pretty quick reload, I believe. Loads maybe a bit quicker than it did prior. Can't quite tell. Not that much different. Obviously, heavy bowgun has a shield, and they show that off a bit there. Auto guard and manual guard. So right here, he takes a step back, which is an interesting one, and then staggers it. And this attack here seems to be somewhat similar to the and he pulls that giant ass cartridge out of there. That's cool. Like an artillery shell. Anyways, so it's similar to the counter move that Greatsword has, where it just boosh, little side swipe thing. I think because it's a focus attack, right? So either that one is its kind of counter move, kind of like the Greatswords, or the one before it was. The one before it may have just been a focus mode attack, whereas this was the counter. Yeah, I think that's actually the case. I take it back. This one here is just a focus mode attack. He's very clearly in focus mode and aiming at a weak point. And he's firing like a charged sticky. Weird. And then that's a much quicker counter attack, which is very cool looking. And then, of course, you've got your like challenge with the monster, which they've shown now, I believe, on Greatsword and this one. I don't know if they've shown it on any of the other ones. Thinking about it, maybe, maybe not. Gunlance, maybe. But it's this is how you would want to counter with this weapon, with that monster mash, whatever you'd call it. Your push back and forth with there's a term. Face off. No, there's a term for it. It's like your quick time event. Clash. That's the term I'm looking for. Clash. So it does pretty much what you'd expect it to do with that. Heavy bowgun is heavy bowgun. Not it, it's adapted into this game fairly well. Focus attacks and all that. Counter a move. Got its shield still. Look like you might be able to take the shields off, so it still has its mods. Has rapid fire again now for some reason. Has Wyvern Heart at least. Don't know if Wyvern Snipe made it into the game or not. Looks like heavy bowgun. That's about all I've got. I don't play it a whole lot, so hopefully you bowgunners are happy with that. If not, let me know why. Let me know how wrong, dumb, stupid I am. How everything I said was wrong. All that kind of stuff in the comments below. And I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe down below. And goodbye.